Chapter 1811, Daybreak Sword. Chapter 1811, Daybreak, Sword, River of Time. Not long after Fang Yuan entered with myriad-year flying warship, Gulu Ru intercepted him. "You are Fang Yuan? I am Heavenly Court's Gulu Ru. I came to take your life." Gulu Ru was sitting in the wooden wheelchair. His face was sickly pale, but his eyes were ice cold. The moment he finished speaking, lumps of gray-white light shot towards Fang Yuan like meteors. Boom, boom, boom. These gray-white lights were completely blocked by myriad-year flying warship, but myriad-year flying warship also shook intensely from the explosions. This person is a time path great expert. His time path killer move is amplified in the River of Time. Heavenly Court's foundation is indeed unfathomable. It hasn't even been that long, but an old timer has already appeared. The immortals inside myriad-year flying warship were stunned. "I am afraid you don't have the ability to take my life." Fang Yuan sneered. He was slightly surprised at first, but he recognized this person a moment later. In the previous life's war, when longevity heaven invaded Heavenly Court, Bing Sai Chuan had given all the information of the battle situation in Heavenly Court to Fang Yuan in order to gain his trust, and Gulu Ru had awakened and participated in that battle. Therefore, Fang Yuan was able to quickly recognize Gulu Ru and even knew about all his methods. Immediately, Fang Yuan fought Gulu Ru. With myriad-year flying warship, the battle ensued, causing astonishing waves in the surroundings. That Gulu Ru's moves were exquisite with many concealed moves within them. He was clearly a time path great expert, but used a style similar to wisdom path. In fact, his main cultivation path was time path, but he also cultivated wisdom path. Fang Yuan felt like he was facing a powerful chess player. If he was even a bit careless, he would be dragged into the other's rhythm and fall into countless traps. Fortunately, Fang Yuan knew about Gulu Ru's battle style. Myriad-year flying warship ran amok and destroyed Gulu Ru's arrangements. The long battle showed no results. Gulu Ru chose to retreat. "Didn't you come to take my life?" Fang Yuan shouted coldly from the bow of the ship while giving chase. Gulu Ru sneered. "I am not in a hurry, so what are you in a hurry for?" "Fang Yuan, you are indeed a demon whose name causes a commotion in the world. You have some skills. By the time I return, I will have already deciphered your tiny ship and will then take your life." Although half of his body was paralyzed, the wheelchair he was sitting on was a compact immortal goo house. The two wheels moved rapidly on the surface of the river, bringing Gulu Ru away at an extremely fast speed. "Lord Fang Yuan, let us activate torrential charge." A variant human goo immortal suggested. The killer move torrential charge could change the flow of the surrounding water of the River of Time and help myriad-year flying warship move with an astonishing speed. "There is no hurry." Fang Yuan's eyes flickered with light for a moment before rejecting the suggestion. Use Daybreak Sword instead. No one had the guts to go against his order. Myriad-year flying warship's aura surged as a blinding white light shot out. From the silver-white light bubbled the water of the River of Time, from which countless strands of silver light emerged. The silver rays quickly condensed and took shape, transforming into many sharp sword-like blades that shot out violently. What? Gulu Ru had naturally been paying attention to Fang Yuan's movements and immediately discovered this. Thoughts surged and clashed in his mind as he rapidly deduced. This is the first time Fang Yuan has revealed this time path killer move. Truly wondrous. It actually uses the water of the River of Time to extract traces of the sharpest power of time path. Although they are shaped like swords, they are essentially time path down marks. If I am hit by this, I won't leave unharmed. Gulu Ru's mind jolted slightly, inwardly astonished at the power of this killer move. The killer move itself was at rank 8 level, and Fang Yuan had further elevated it by ingeniously using the River of Time, thus increasing its might far beyond ordinary rank 8 killer moves. This demon's talents are terrifying. Not only can he use reverse flow river, he has even begun researching the River of Time. Gulu Ru's wariness towards Fang Yuan deepened by another level, and his killing intent surged. "I can't let this demon live. I must use all my strength to get rid of him. Otherwise, he will be a huge threat in the future." Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Silver sword shot towards Gulu Ru. Gulu Ru was soon injured. His defensive killer move was unable to block the sharp swords. Kill him. Some variant human goo immortals shouted, their morale surging. After they killed Heavenly Court's rank 8 the previous time, their confidence had soared, and they even treated Gulu as prey. With their rank 7 cultivation levels, they had hunted down a rank 8 great expert of Heavenly Court. This sense of achievement and stimulation shook both their bodies and minds. Fang Yuan laughed heartily as he ridiculed Gulu. Didn't you want to take my life? Now it looks like your own aged life is on the line. Gulu snorted coldly but did not reply, only escaping rapidly. His wheelchair was already riddled with marks. Fang Yuan laughed, scared like a stray dog. You have brought shame to Heavenly Court's reputation. The sharp swords were exquisitely controlled by him, cutting Gulu's robe and flesh. Gulu was silent. Fang Yuan jeered. Looks like there are only rubbish like you in Heavenly Court. So much for it being the #1 force in the world. It seems Heavenly Court is nothing much after all. Gulu heard Fang Yuan disgracing Heavenly Court and could not endure anymore. Shut up. Is Heavenly Court's greatness something a petty demon like you can understand? Swoosh. Before he even finished speaking, a sword brushed past his head, cutting away most of his hair along with skin. Bright red blood spilled out continuously. Gulu cried out in pain and slammed the wheelchair, which burst out with an unprecedented speed. Chase. He can't last for long. That's right, his immortal goo was destroyed by Daybreak's sword, so his wheelchair is starting to break. Many of Fang Yuan's subordinates shouted. Their morale was at an all-time high at this moment. Indeed, Gulu's wheelchair was constantly crumbling, leaving behind a large amount of fragmented goo worm corpses in its path. But Fang Yuan restrained his expression and smiled indifferently. Stop. The immortals were surprised, but they did not dare to disobey him, and immediately combined their strength to stop myriad-year flying warship. Gulu, who was running for his life, saw this scene. His whole body shook as a stifled feeling rose up in his chest, but he was unable to vent it. Fang Yuan smiled and commented leisurely while sizing up the empty space above the river in front. What a great time path goo formation. I wonder which Heavenly Court member is specially waiting for me. You are talking to me, Li Huang. Li Huang's voice was transmitted, and at the same time, a large formation revealed itself. Most of the goo immortal subordinates of Fang Yuan were stupefied at this sight. Some variant human goo immortals only managed to react after a while. So this was a trap. That old man acted so well. We almost fell into the trap. If it were not for the wise and mighty Lord Fang Yuan, we might be in a terrible situation. Gulu slowly flew over with a dark face. To play this trick, he had intentionally given up on an immortal goo and even got injured. Blood flowed wildly, but they were actually self-inflicted injuries. But who could have thought his mutilation plan became a show that Fang Yuan watched with leisure? Li Huang said with a deep voice. Looks like you are familiar with this river suppression lotus ceiling formation. Fang Yuan admitted openly. Indeed, I suffered a lot because of this in the previous life. So what if you recognize it? Your life ends here. Gulu sneered, as his voice landed. 2 immortal goo houses appeared on the left and right of Fang Yuan. One immortal goo house was elegant and grand. The orange roof resembled cranes with their wings spread out. The immortal goo house was radiating 3 layers of autumn light. It was quite extraordinary. It was 3 autumn yellow crane platform. Another immortal goo house was a huge lever that was white like jade. There were 7 huge sharks in front of the lever. They had sharp teeth and were dragging the huge lever ahead. It was Shark Flow Lever. Fang Yuan destroyed present and past pavilion. An eternal yacht. Heavenly Court was still reconstructing them. 3 autumn yellow crane platform and Shark Flow Lever's constructions had already begun long ago. They were completed recently and were sent to take part in this battle. 3 autumn yellow crane platform blocked Fang Yuan's retreat route. Gulu moved in once again and stalled myriad-year flying warship. Shark Flow Lever drew a beautiful arc in the periphery of the battlefield and picked up Li Huang before joining the battlefield. That a large battle ensued, causing the river to surge and set off countless violent waves. This rank 8 immortal goo house has such strong defense. Li Huang and Gulu were stunned. Myriad-year flying warship displayed extremely powerful defense, causing all the killer moves of Heavenly Court's side to be ineffective. It showed a stance of standing on the spot and letting the attacks hit it. After another while of fighting, Fang Yuan laughed brightly. Gulu Ru, I have seen through your moves. Saying so, myriad-year flying warship slammed at the weak point. Not good. Gulu Ru's expression changed. At the next moment, his time path killer move that was hindering myriad-year flying warship broke loudly. The backlash caused him to cough out blood. Stop him. Shark Flow Lever and 3 Autumn Yellow Crane Platform used their killer moves. Charge through. Fang Yuan instructed lightly. Explosions burst out as myriad-year flying warship charged out of the battlefield with an unreasonable momentum. Don't chase. Gulu Ru quickly stopped Li Huang, who wanted to give chase. He said with a dark expression and heavy voice, "This immortal Gu house is worthy of being at rank 8 level. We can't stop it." Damn it. Li Huang clenched his fists. He felt quite stifled. He was a fire path Gu immortal and could only fight in the river of time with Shark Flow Lever. If Fang Yuan had fallen into the trap, he would have a platform to display his might. But unfortunately, Fang Yuan did not give him this chance. However, what made Li Huang even more depressed had yet to come. Fang Yuan saw Heavenly Court did not give chase and immediately brought myriad-year flying warship to a stop, smiling. Friends, my myriad-year flying warship still has a move called myriad-year hunting. Please appraise it. Heavenly Court's side was quickly on guard. They smelled a strange fragrance coming from myriad-year flying warship. Not long later, countless beast roars resounded from every direction and were approaching closer. These are year beasts, ancient year beasts, and even immemorial year beasts. There are too many year beasts. They seem to have formed a beast tide. Li Huang and Gulu Ru felt their hearts shaking at this sight. It turned out Fang Yuan's rank 8 immortal Gu house was not just about collision. It still had such a terrifying killer move. Chapter 1812, Second Battle in the River of Time. Chapter 1812, Second Battle in the River of Time. Inside myriad-year flying warship, He Lulan and the rest felt their hearts throbbing. The scene was too grand. The year beast army was charging towards them from all directions with a great momentum. Such an amazing killer move. No wonder this move was never used inside the sovereign immortal aperture. Too many year beasts are lured in. If it was used inside the sovereign immortal aperture, it would definitely lead to a great catastrophe. Heavenly Court's side was also shaken. Myriad-year flying warship. Gulu Ru mumbled this name with a serious expression to Li Huang was also solemn as he spoke. This is already a beast tide now. Its power is actually so great. Even a legendary character like him was highly impressed at such a majestic sight. Fang Yuan showed a slight smile that he had derived myriad-year hunting from immemorial year beast fishing formation and developed it to its limit. With years flow like water immortal Gu as the core and the amplification from the river of time, it resulted in an extraordinary power. Countless beasts roared in the beast tide. Boom, boom, boom. Heavenly Court attacked the year beast tsunami with all kinds of killer moves. Waves after waves of year beasts were killed. Heavenly Court's 2-time path immortal Gu houses were both of rank 7 level and could match rank 8 battle strength. They had no issue in dealing with most of the year beasts. But the problem was, what was the use in simply killing these year beasts? As long as myriad-year flying warships still existed, there would be an endless flow of year beasts. This was an enslavement path battle tactic to consume Heavenly Court's battle strength. The explosive killer moves that Heavenly Court's people used expended a lot of immortal essence. If we fight with these year beasts, we will be falling into Fang Yuan's scheme. We need to destroy myriad-year flying warship, and this will all end. A rank 7 Gu immortal inside 3 Autumn Yellow Crane Platform suggested. The moment he had finished speaking, a Gu immortal beside him spoke. But we already know how sturdy myriad-year flying warship is. How can we adopt the tactic of attacking directly? The rank 7 Gu immortal was speechless. Immediately after, he heard shouting in his surroundings. Careful! Fang Yuan is coming over again. Myriad-year flying warship's speed rose, but instead of retreating, it charged directly into Shark Flow Lever. Such audacity. Li Huang, who was inside Shark Flow Lever, shouted. Fang Yuan actually dared to come back. He clearly looked down on them. Immediately, Heavenly Court's 2 immortal Gu houses and Time Path great expert Gulu Ru surrounded and attacked myriad-year flying warship. Myriad-year flying warship took the waves of attacks firmly as countless silver swords shone around it and then shot out like a rainstorm. Both sides went at each other. The intensity of the battle reached an extreme level immediately. Not good. Fang Yuan is trying to delay us so that this year beast army can surround us. Gulu Ru saw Fang Yuan's plan. Li Huang smiled coldly. As long as we wholeheartedly concentrate on breaking through the siege, so what if there are even more of these year beasts? Gulu Ru sighed. Don't forget we still have the river suppression lotus ceiling formation behind us. Li Huang was stumped. He had forgotten about that in this moment of urgency. After being reminded, his mind jolted as he cursed. This scoundrel Fang Yuan is truly insidious and vicious. Heavenly Court had constructed the river suppression lotus ceiling formation painstakingly. It could slowly drift along the surface of the river of time. There were a large number of Gu immortals garrisoned inside, controlling their respective formation cores. If this large formation was destroyed, Heavenly Court's losses would not only be a lot of immortal Gu, but also these rank 7 Gu immortals. Moreover, they probably would not be able to construct another river suppression lotus ceiling formation within a short period of time. Heavenly Court's situation was quite awkward. They wanted to use the river suppression lotus ceiling formation to ambush Fang Yuan, but it was seen through by Fang Yuan. Now, this formation instead became Heavenly Court's weakness and was used by Fang Yuan. The river suppression lotus ceiling formation could float, but its speed was very slow. There was no chance of it escaping the current battle. Let's first slowly recall the Gu immortals inside the formation. Gulu Ru said after a while of thinking. Li Huang, however, said at almost the same time. Kill Fang Yuan. Everything will be settled once we kill this source of evil. The two Gu immortals glanced at each other. At this crucial moment, they had different thoughts. Roar. Because of Fang Yuan, the frontmost year beasts reached the battlefield. The lead were 3 immemorial year beasts. These immemorial year beasts had a tough physique. They endured Heavenly Court's bombardment and charged right into the battlefield of immortal Gu houses, seeking death. Li Huang shouted in fury. He controlled the huge sharks in front of Shark Flow lever to bite at them at the same time. He also activated Shark Flow lever's killer move. Within a dozen breaths of time, 2 immemorial year beasts were beaten to death one after the other. Foolish clowns. Li Huang's killing intent was leaking when he heard Gulu Ru's shout. Help me quickly. Li Huang had gone to deal with the immemorial year beasts, while Gulu Ru and 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform attacked Myriad-year flying warship and brought the battle to a temporary deadlock. But soon after, Fang Yuan activated Daybreak Sword and bombarded the river suppression lotus ceiling formation. This formation was strong inside and weak outside. It was originally meant to deal with the Stone Lotus Island. But after this vicious attack by Fang Yuan, it immediately became unstable with many areas crumbling apart. The Gu immortals inside the formation cores lost their lives immediately. With Myriad-year flying warships' extremely tough defense, Gulu Ru and 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform were unable to do any harm to it. They were forced to block Fang Yuan's attacks to defend the retreating Gu immortals inside the large formation. As such, Fang Yuan gained the initiative. He could casually attack anywhere he wanted. Gulu Ru and 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform were in a miserable state. Unable to cope with the attacks from all directions, Li Huang saw that the situation was bad. He quickly detoured and attacked Myriad-year flying warship from the back, but Fang Yuan had no fear. If it were him alone, he might not be able to pay attention to all sides, but he had many experienced Gu immortal subordinates inside the vessel to help him, and to get the battle merit of killing another rank 8. Their eyes were bloodshot with excitement. Fang Yuan stood on the bow of the boat from the beginning. Regardless of how dangerous and chaotic it was outside, suddenly, he saw a gap in Gulu Ru's defense and activated a killer move. Spring Scissors. Spring Scissors flew out. It was not targeted towards Gulu Ru. Instead, it dodged his obstruction and snip. Beheaded a female immortal. Gulu Ru's heart jumped with fright. Isn't this Xia Cha's trump card method? Fang Yuan has already grasped it and even modified it to suit his rank 7 cultivation. Fang Yuan laughed heartily as he activated Summer Fan, which was also at rank 7 level. Li Huang was unable to pay attention to both sides and could only look on as wind howled and blew even more holes in the river suppression lotus ceiling formation, instantly destroying several immortal goo. "Ha! I want to kill them. Can you stop me?" Fang Yuan laughed loudly and mockingly. Li Huang's eyes burned with anger as he shouted, "Scoundrel! I will grind your bones to ashes." Boom! An immemorial year beast rammed into myriad year flying warship, slightly tilting the rank 8 immortal goo house. Heavenly Court's side was stumped. Almost at an instant, the two rank 8 great experts reacted. It turns out Fang Yuan can only lure in the year beast tide and not control them. It even seems like these year beasts' target is myriad year flying warship. After discovering this secret, Li Huang and Gulu Ru had the urge to cough blood. They had fought wholeheartedly for so long, but it turned out they were actually blocking the enemy for Fang Yuan. No wonder Fang Yuan did not watch from the sidelines, instead charging over to pester them. Fang Yuan was helpless about this. He had already done his best in the current situation, using year's flow like water to attract year beasts and incite a year beast tide. This was the power of Time Path. If he could control this year beast army, that would be enslavement path's power. Year beasts continued to come in from all around, making the battlefield extremely cramped. Previously, Heavenly Court was still bombarding this year beast tide and had slightly slowed them down. But because of Fang Yuan attacking river suppression lotus ceiling formation constantly and killing many rank 7 goo immortals, Heavenly Court's side had no time to attend to the beast tide. "Die, Fang Yuan. Get lost," Li Huang shouted. But Fang Yuan controlled myriad year flying warship to cling onto shark flow lever or 3 autumn yellow crane platform. The year beast target was myriad year flying warship, but because of this, shark flow lever and 3 autumn yellow crane platform also met with calamity. "Don't you want to get rid of me? I am right in front of you now. Come on, attack me." Fang Yuan laughed that Li Huang's eyes were bloodshot with anger. Even Gulu Ru's breathing hastened as he looked rigidly at Fang Yuan with a deep cold gaze filled with killing intent. The 3 immortal goo houses soon did not even have space to move. If someone looked from afar, they could only see year beasts rushing to the battlefield in the center. These year beasts, ancient year beasts, and immemorial year beasts were packed so tightly that they looked like a sphere of ants, and the sphere was getting tighter and denser along with getting increasingly larger. The 3 immortal goo houses in the middle of the sphere seemed to have turned into meat grinders. Even an immemorial year beast would be ground to death within a dozen seconds. Li Huang and Gulu Ru attacked furiously. The river suppression lotus ceiling formation was already destroyed completely. Heavenly Court's efforts this time had all gone to waste. Li Huang and Gulu Ru had already tried their best to save any goo immortal they could, but most of them still died miserably at Fang Yuan's hands. "Let's leave now, otherwise there will be no survivors," Gulu Ru called out. Without the large formation hindering Fang Yuan rampaged in the battlefield with myriad year flying warship. No one was able to stop him. Heavenly Court's battle tactics had failed completely. "Fang Yuan, just wait. You won't be able to be arrogant for long. You will die by my hands sooner or later," Li Huang said with clenched teeth. This was the first time he fought with Fang Yuan, and he already felt extreme hatred, anger, and disgust because of Fang Yuan's actions. This demon was truly insidious and crafty. "Humph. Li Huang, I think you are the one who is arrogant." Myriad year flying warship suddenly erupted. The killer moved torrential charge activated under it. At its surroundings were daybreak swords. The silver swords pierced into the torrent and exploded with an unimaginable speed. "These 2 moves can be combined," Li Huang cried out in shock, caught off guard. Myriad year flying warship directly collided into the damaged shark flow lever. Bam! Amidst the loud sound, shark flow lever was directly destroyed, the remaining huge sharks dying on the spot. The crucial moment. Li Huang activated his proudest killer move, Verdant Sunflame Cloak. Myriad year flying warship destroyed shark flow lever and collided straight into Li Huang. With its remaining momentum, Li Huang's verdant sunflame cloak shook intensely. It was like a prairie fire, but after the collision, it immediately weakened to become a small flame. "Li Huang, it is time for your death." Fang Yuan's eyes shone sharply as he used both summer fan and spring scissors to attack Li Huang. Rank 8. Li Huang stared with his eyes wide open as he felt a fatal threat from Summer Fan and Spring Scissors. He did not even have time to breathe as he focused everything on defense. But when he took on the killer moves, Spring Scissors and Summer Fan revealed their previous state. They were only at rank 7. Fang Yuan, you deceived me. Li Huang roared. His attention was completely on Fang Yuan. Immediately after, Myriad Year Flying Warship followed. Li Huang's eyes almost popped out as his sight became filled with the large silver figure of Myriad Year Flying Warship. Boom! Li Huang's flame cloak was completely extinguished. His chest caved in, from which blood, mixed with pieces of organs, spurted out like a fountain. Whoosh! Countless silver swords attacked at the next second. They were as densely packed as bees. They pierced deep into Li Huang's body and exited out from all directions. Li Huang's body was moved around in all directions by daybreak swords, shaking intensely in the process. The sharp light in his pupils dissipated rapidly. Before death, his final thought was still disbelief. I am actually going to die here. Retreat. Gulu Ru shouted with teary eyes. Veins bulged on his forehead, and his whole face looked malevolent. Li Huang might be stronger than Gulu Ru, but in this river of time, without the protection of an immortal Gu house, he was definitely more disadvantaged. It was not that Gulu Ru did not think of going to save him, but Fang Yuan had prepared for so long. How could he give him the chance to rescue? The tightly packed year beasts were also a huge hindrance. Gulu Ru controlled 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform and left the battlefield rapidly. Fang Yuan gave chase with surging killing intent. Heavenly Court Gu Immortals, this will be your final resting place. Gulu Ru gave a muffled groan as he concentrated on escaping, that he imprinted this disgrace deep in his heart. Righteous is falling, while demonic is rising. Sigh. The most sensible option now is to preserve our strength and fight again in the future. Fang Yuan, you can continue to be arrogant for the time being. Chapter 1813, Fearsome Beast Tide. Chapter 1813, Fearsome Beast Tide. Fast winds and ferocious waves surged in the river of time. Myriad Year Flying Warship continually shot out daybreak flying swords like a storm raging towards 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform. Inside 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform, many Central Continent Gu Immortals were resolved for death, as they said to Gulu Ru, Lord, please leave first. Gulu Ru hesitated. These people continued. Central Continent can do without us, but it cannot lose you. This situation is too dangerous. We will all be killed if we try to escape together. Moreover, Heavenly Court has also sent the command. Fairy Ziwei had already sent the command for 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform to block Myriad Year Flying Warship, while Gulu Ru escaped. Gulu Ru heaved a sigh. I didn't expect the situation to escalate to this. Everyone, your sacrifices won't be in vain. He jumped out of 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform and dived into the river of time, escaping rapidly. Fang Yuan saw this and immediately turned Myriad Year Flying Warship around to give chase. But 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform blocked him without regard for itself. Fang Yuan was blocked by 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform and was unable to get rid of it within a short period. He could only watch as Gulu Ru entered a tributary of the river of time and escaped to the outside world. In that case, you can all go die. Fang Yuan snorted coldly as he concentrated the attacks on 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform. By now, 3 Autumn Yellow Crane platform was already in exhausted force. Under Myriad Year Flying Warship's violent and repeated collisions, it completely broke into pieces. Over 10 Gu Immortals fell into the river, and under the extreme chaos, the bloodthirsty year beasts in the surroundings attacked these Gu Immortals. You beasts, get lost. Fang Yuan shouted as he maneuvered Myriad Year Flying Warship to retrieve these battle spoils. But there were too many year beasts. Waves after waves of the beast tide collided into Myriad Year Flying Warship. During this short delay, many of the Gu Immortals were swallowed by the berserk year beasts without leaving behind even a piece of flesh. Boom. A giant immemorial year ox crashed into the side of Myriad Year Flying Warship like a meteor. Myriad Year Flying Warship was almost overturned and was only able to break away after a while. The warship's shape had already deformed with 2 large holes on it. It was the result of the ox horns colliding into it. Fang Yuan's subordinates were flustered. Repair it quickly. So many goo worms were destroyed. This immemorial year beast has extraordinary strength. Fang Yuan was surprised and sized his surroundings carefully. Year beasts were everywhere in the surroundings. Some flew, some ran on the water, while some moved underwater, with all of them having myriad year flying warship as their target. In this period of time, 8 immemorial year beasts had surrounded Fang Yuan, some still afar, while some near. That immemorial year ox just now had smooth skin and hair that shone with golden luster. Its hooves stood stably on the surface of the water. Even the chaotic year beast army could not move it. A sharp light flashed across Fang Yuan's eyes. Didn't his 12 zodiac battle formation lack an immemorial year ox? Even if he already had an immemorial year ox, Fang Yuan would think of replacing it. The ancient battle formation's might was completely related to the strength of the immemorial year beasts in the formation, and this immemorial year ox was outstanding among immemorial year beasts. But this is not the time to subdue it. Fang Yuan gave a bitter smile as he commanded, "Retreat." Myriad year flying warship began to escape as well, but no matter where it ran to, year beasts would block its path. Woof, woof, woof. An immemorial year dog blocked the path. Its body was agile with strong muscles. Its eyes shone emitted lightning, and its fur was glossy golden. Myriad year flying warship repeatedly activated daybreak swords, but when they hit its body, they immediately broke, only managing to cut its fur. Woof. The immemorial year dog jumped with such force that it immediately neared the bow of the boat. That it opened its mouth, revealing its blade-like sharp silver teeth. Crack. The bow of myriad year flying warship was directly bit into pieces. Leave quickly. This dog has time path immortal goo on it. Fang Yuan's expression was chilly. Immemorial year dog was also a species he lacked, but under this chaotic situation, he simply did not want to fight against these year beasts which he had no information on. Fortunately, the year beasts were also fighting and suppressing each other. There was only one immemorial year dog with the most abundant immemorial year monkeys. Fang Yuan cleverly turned myriad year flying warship towards these immemorial year monkeys. Then myriad year flying warship moved through the gaps between the year beasts like a flash of silver lightning. The immemorial year dog was stopped by these immemorial year monkeys. After escaping like this all the way, they finally arrived in front of a tributary of the River of Time. Myriad year flying warship had to struggle to pass through the tributary and return to the outside world. That a large amount of year beasts actually gave chase without giving up. Squeak, squeak, squeak. A small immemorial year rat suddenly appeared, and it ran into myriad year flying warship like a flash of golden lightning. Oh no. Fang Yuan, stop it. It is all up to you. The immortal's expression changed. Myriad year flying warship was strong outside and weak inside. If the immemorial year rat ran amok inside, the whole immortal goo house might be destroyed by the crucial moment. Fang Yuan also did not care about concealing his strength. He erupted with rank 8 cultivation and appeared in front of the immemorial year rat. He activated the true rank 8 level spring scissors. It flew nimbly in the narrow space and snipped the immemorial year rat. This immemorial year beast was very small, only the size of an adult fist, and was like an extremely hard golden wart. Spring scissors sniped its body but produced clanging sounds like striking a hard stone, even producing yellow sparks. Fang Yuan was already using all his strength, but this immemorial year rat was not afraid. Its eyes shone brightly as it saw a time path immortal goo. It bit the immortal goo and made its escape. That it was extremely fast, disappearing from Fang Yuan's sight within a blink of an eye. Lord Fang Yuan, this is bad. Rank 8 years flow like water. Immortal goo was taken away by this immemorial year rat. Fang Yuan laughed happily, even rejoicing slightly as he said, "This is my disguise. Although it is a time path immortal goo, it is not the real years flow like water." Fang Yuan had personally deduced the myriad year hunting killer move. How could he not be aware of its enormous flaw? Therefore, he had been prepared and had arranged a bait in myriad year flying warship. When myriad year flying warship was damaged to a certain extent, they would throw out this bait and cause a fight among the immemorial year beasts, thus creating a chance to escape. This method might not fool heavenly quartz goo immortals, but immemorial year beasts had limited intelligence and were not like Heavenly Court's rank 8 great experts. Sure enough, after the immemorial year rat took away the bait, the year beast army immediately felt a strong attraction. They abandoned myriad year flying warship and surrounded this small golden rat. Myriad year flying warship was finally able to get rid of this terrifying year beast tide. After confirming it was safe, Fang Yuan immediately moved the rank 8 immortal goo house into his immortal aperture. There were bumps and scratches all around myriad year flying warship. Its sharp bow was chewed down, and there were large holes on its sides. There were also several claw marks on the deck that looked like they were cut by a giant blade. Countless mortal goo used in myriad year flying warship had died. Many immortal goo were also injured, especially precaution immortal goo. Its injuries were the heaviest since it was the core of myriad year flying warship's defense. Even years flow like water immortal goo had some damage. It appeared like myriad year flying warship still maintained its framework and looked intact, but if it were to be entangled for a while longer, it would be unrecognizable and the losses would be heavy. The River of Time was one of the secluded domains of heaven and earth. An inestimable scale of living beings lived here. There was no lack of powerful beings among these time path living beings. Even Fang Yuan would not be able to deal with them within a short period of time. The ones that left Fang Yuan the deepest impression were the 3 immemorial year beasts with golden fur. But this is all within my calculations. The immemorial year beasts that attacked myriad year flying warship have all been marked. I can easily go find them later and subdue them. I need to take the risk if I want to finish the 12 Zodiac battle formation. Fang Yuan sighed inwardly. The 12 Zodiac battle formation required 12 different species of immemorial year beasts: rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, money, chicken, dog, and pig.in the River of Time. At every set interval of time, a certain kind of immemorial year beast would be more commonly seen than others, becoming the strongest year species of that time period and suppressing other groups. However, in the next dozen years, this species of year beast would fall down, from the strongest to the weakest, heavily pushed aside and attacked by other year beasts. But the year beasts that could survive these attacks would often be the strongest within the same level. They could not survive if they were not strong. Just like the immemorial year ox, immemorial year dog, and immemorial year rat that Fang Yuan just encountered, they were the best evidence. Most of the immemorial year beasts were easy to gather because of their high quantity. But some species, because their whole group was at the lowest point, were not only rare, but also had very powerful individual strength. Myriad year flying warship's recovery was not a difficult issue. Although countless mortal goo were lost, Fang Yuan had enough of them. Injuries of immortal goo were the most troublesome, but Fang Yuan had the goo as before formation. Fang Yuan's refinement path foundation was too robust. He could restore these immortal goo. It is just that those central continent goo immortal apertures are all completely empty. Looks like Fairy Ziwei has learned her lesson. Fang Yuan smiled. The immortal apertures inside those central continent rank 7 corpses were empty and barren. All their resources were moved out before the battle. After the first battle in the River of Time, Fairy Ziwei was afraid these resources would only nourish Fang Yuan, their enemy. Fang Yuan did not care about it.tom. These resources would only be icing on the cake and were not important. Next, I need to repair myriad year flying warship, then go to the River of Time and capture the lacking immemorial year beasts. Then I will explore dream realms. There is already a large pile of dream realms extorted from southern border's righteous path. Fang Yuan was pressed for time and kept track of it closely. Not long later, it would be time for the 5 Xiang's public grotto heaven to open and for the ancient bet to end. I can only do my best. Fang Yuan sighed, at the same time. Fairy Ziwei sighed bitterly in heavenly court. She was filled with worries. They had lost miserably in the River of Time once again. What should they do now? The methods and strength revealed by myriad year flying warship made even her feel a sense of helplessness. She knew Fang Yuan's strategy. It was to bait them inside the River of Time. But this matter was related to Red Lotus' true inheritance. Heavenly Court had no choice but to take the bait, even if it is a bloody pit. We need to clench our teeth and jump into it. Heavenly Court has never been afraid of sacrificing. Fairy Ziwei's eyes shone sharply before her brows furrowed once again. But we need to modify the time path immortal Gu houses and make them prioritize speed. In the future, we will prioritize on disturbing Fang Yuan. It will be a great achievement as long as we stop him from obtaining Red Lotus true inheritance. Chapter 1814. Pitiful Qi Clan Gu Immortals. Immemorial white heaven. A plain white cloud carried 6 Qi Clan Gu Immortals inside as it flew rapidly in the sky. Be careful. This is immemorial white heaven. There are often immemorial desolate beasts roaming around. Currently, this route is quite safe, but we need to stay alert. After getting into that grotto heaven, we will be able to obtain heaven form this time. The rise and prosperity of Qi clan is in sight. Qi clan's Gu immortals conversed in secret as they held in their excitement and joy. Even though they did not understand the use of heaven form, it did not mean that they would underestimate the power of this move, because this was half an inheritance left behind by thieving heaven demon venerable. Suddenly, their vision changed. The serene white heaven suddenly flipped like a pancake, turning into a huge and dark space. This dark space was like a huge ball that enveloped all 6 immortals of Qi clan. Threads of silver light weaved like strings of a web, moving in all directions from the top to the bottom of the dark space. This is an immortal battlefield killer move. Who is it who ambushed us? Quickly come out. Qi clan's Gu immortals were deeply shocked. After a momentary panic, they shouted angrily. Thus, a rank 8 immortal Gu house carrying a Gu immortal appeared in a casual manner. This immortal Gu house looked like a small boat. The front was sharp and long, shining with silver light. At the bow of the boat, a Gu immortal stood with his arms behind his back. He wore a white robe and stood silently as he smiled towards these Qi clan Gu immortals. This Gu immortal had a handsome face, to the point of being beautiful. His black hair was long and reached his waist. This was a delicate-looking young man with peerless appearance at first glance. But the 6 Qi clan Gu immortals were completely stunned when they saw this person in this house. Qi Kai was the 2nd supreme elder of Qi clan. He was the bravest among them. But at this moment, only shock was shown on his face. Qi Jin was the 3rd supreme elder of Qi clan. He was like the other Qi clan Gu immortals, having a pale expression. His heart was thumping. A cold chill was spreading through his 4 limbs. Qi clan's 1st supreme elder Qi Fa was usually composed, but at this moment, he panicked and said in a shivering voice, Fang Yuan, why are you here? Why are you finding trouble with us? Fang Yuan's appearance alone shocked these Qi clan Gu immortals to the point of being dumbstruck. Their morale was completely extinguished as it fell to rock bottom, that a person's reputation provides shelter like the shadow of a tree. Fang Yuan's current demonic reputation far surpassed the previous life. Earlier during the 2nd battle in the River of Time, Fang Yuan had announced the results of the battle to the world. Heavenly Court lost time and again. They experienced a severe defeat this time. Li Huang died tragically. By stepping on Heavenly Court, Fang Yuan's demonic reputation was causing tremors in the entire world now. Most of the Qi clan Gu immortals were so scared their bodies went limp. Fang Yuan was a great demon of this era. Why was he here to deal with Qi clan? And even setting an ambush? Lord Fang Yuan, my Qi clan is a secluded clan that has never caused any problems for you or schemed against you. Is there any misunderstanding between us? We are willing to compensate and appease you. Qi clan's 1st supreme elder Qi Fa said. Fang Yuan smiled. Don't be nervous, everyone. As long as you submit to me, I will let you live. As for compensation, why don't you give heaven form to me then? Hearing this, the Qi clan Gu immortals felt like their mood had sunk to the abyss. Oh no. Fang Yuan knows our greatest secret. How did he find out? He is an otherworldly demon. He has been reborn using spring-autumn cicada. The ancient bed is here. The goal of our Qi clan for thousands of years is about to reach its end. Should we give it up now? I cannot accept it. Qi clan's Gu immortals had pained and complex expressions. They were fearful, they were angry, they were anxious, they felt hatred, and they were helpless. The strongest Qi clan Gu immortal was merely rank 7. They had spent a great effort to enter immemorial white heaven to begin with. How could they fight Fang Yuan? Hee. They were meat on the chopping block, simply pitiful. Why don't we risk it all? Chi Kai gritted his teeth. He clenched his fists as his arms shivered. Risk what? Can we even win? You know about Fang Yuan's battle results as well. We will just be giving up our lives. Qi Jin said with deep helplessness. That a peculiar light flashed in Fang Yuan's eyes. He threatened. I will give you 3 breaths of time to consider. If you do not submit, you can go die. What do we do? Qi Clan's Gu immortals panicked. They were not sure of what to do. Everyone looked towards Qi Fas, the first supreme elder of Qi Clan. Qi Fa had the highest authority. He was a skinny old man, but had great spirits. His back was straight like a long spear. But after 3 breaths of time, he lowered his back as he gave up. He cupped his fists towards Fang Yuan with a pleasing expression. Lord Fang Yuan, our Qi Clan, submits to you. Ha ha. A wise person understands their circumstances. Fang Yuan laughed loudly. A bright light flashed in his eyes. None of the Qi Clan Gu immortals dared to look at him. You have all made a wise decision. Bai Ningbing and the rest were waiting inside myriad-year flying warship. After witnessing this, they sighed to themselves. The battle in Langya blessed land, and the 2 battles inside the River of Time. They allowed Fang Yuan to step on heavenly court and gain immense reputation in the world. His demonic might was awe-inspiring. His name alone was able to make rank 7 Gu immortals surrender without putting up a fight. Qi Fa added, Heaven form belongs to you, Lord, but I would like to speak of the details regarding it, if Lord would allow us to. Fang Yuan looked at this Qi Clan first supreme elder deeply in the eyes as he smiled nonchalantly. No need for that. I am not afraid to tell you that I obtained heaven form in the previous life. I killed many of you afterwards and took Qi Si Grotto Heaven. Of course, some of you surrendered to me. After pausing, Fang Yuan continued, I am much clearer of the secrets involving heaven form than all of you. Fang Yuan's words were like a hammer that pounded into the Qi Clan Gu immortals' hearts. They were dumbfounded but also in disbelief. Fang Yuan did not care if they believed him. He used his methods on each of them and took away all of their Gu worms. He was very clear on what immortal Gu these Qi Clan Gu immortals possessed. After that, these Qi Clan Gu immortals were kept on the deck of myriad-year flying warship, as they stood in a daze and with pale expressions. After putting these Qi Clan Gu immortals under control, Fang Yuan retracted his immortal battlefield, Yama Web. Yama Web battlefield was modified from Yama battlefield. It achieved Fang Yuan's intended goal, combining the power of time path into it. It was now stronger and more stable. Myriad-year flying warship had been repaired long ago. It flew rapidly towards the crucial location. After a while, the immortals saw that in the empty sky, a huge gatehouse appeared out of nowhere. The gatehouse had a tall roof and 2 statues. At the side of the gate, there was a huge plaque above the gate, writing the words, 5 Xiang's bed entrance. The entire gatehouse seemed to be made of bronze. It radiated a majestic aura. Initially, it was only a phantom image, but as time passed, it became solid and clearer. After the gatehouse formed fully, a huge area of clouds gathered to hold up this gatehouse. Fang Yuan's subordinates were shocked. They were seeing this for the first time. Qi Clan's 6 Gu immortals had complex expressions. A trace of hope was still lingering in the eyes of Qi Fa and the rest it this time. The doors started to shine in 5 colors, representing the strength of the 5 Xiangs. First, red light shined down, causing the clouds to turn bright red. Fang Yuan smiled, looking at He Lulan. Go. He Lulan was expressionless as she moved out of myriad-year flying warship, flying towards the gatehouse. Fang Yuan waved his hand as an immortal killer move was used on her. He Lulan's body shook as she landed before the gatehouse. The red light surrounded her and faded away rapidly, acknowledging He Lulan's identity. Impossible. Oh heaven, what is going on? Her bloodline was recognized. Is she really a descendant of Shuexiang Shui clan? Qi Clan's 6 Gu immortals were deeply astounded. They could not believe it. Fang Yuan turned around to look at them as he smiled, instructing the Rockman Gu immortals, go. Several Rockman Gu immortals were hit by Fang Yuan's killer move. Their auras changed profoundly. They passed the inspection of the yellow light and obtained the rights to enter the 5 Xiang's Grotto Heaven. Seeing this, the 6 Gu immortals from Qi Clan shook intensely. Some were even shaking so intensely like they would fall. Earlier, He Lulan was a human. She had a possibility of having Shuexiang's bloodline. But these variant human rockmen? There were only male rockmen. They could not have children with other races. However, the gatehouse acknowledged them. The cruel fact stabbed into these Qi Clan Gu immortals' hearts like a sharp sword. They finally abandoned all hope. They had to admit that this was the work of Fang Yuan's method. The Qi clan's first supreme elder Qi Fa had a bitter expression. He surrendered to Fang Yuan earlier because he did not want to die, and also because he wanted to use the Five Xiang's agreement and heaven form to coax Fang Yuan and find a chance to escape. But now it seemed like it was impossible. Fang Yuan's preparations were too ample. He came here prepared. All the different signs showed that he was not lying earlier. In the previous life, I'm afraid that Fang Yuan really obtained heaven form. He has spring-autumn cicada. He can start over again countless times. This is too absurd. Who can stop him? The ancient bet, to think that an outsider would benefit from it. Qi Clan's Gu immortals felt deep rage. Some were furious at Heavenly Court's weakness, while some were dealt a huge impact. They were completely dejected. They had very intense emotions, and it was only understandable. They had arrived here with deep hopes and excitement. But abruptly, Fang Yuan ambushed them and took them as prisoners. The treasure that Qi Clan had worked hard to get for so long, heaven form, was now in the hands of an outsider. The contrast was too big. It was too sudden and cruel. These people are so pitiful. Lady White Rabbit looked at Qi Clan's Gu immortals as she felt some sympathy for them. Fang Yuan wants that treasure. How can they even compete? Bai Ningbing had a cold expression. She has the clearest understanding of Fang Yuan's methods. Next, several Gu immortals landed in front of the gatehouse, passing the bloodline test. Fang Yuan did not let Qi Clan's Gu immortals in. They were still restrained on the deck. They watched as their places were taken by Lady White Rabbit, followed by Fairy Miao Yin. Obtaining Qi Xiang's acceptance, Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing went together. They also got in.as for myriad-year flying warship and these Qi clan captives. He kept them inside his immortal aperture. Chapter 1815. Reaching the heavens in one step, Qi path. As their field of vision changed, Bai Ningbing focused and looked around, thinking, this is Five Xiang's grotto heaven? As she thought about that, an unknown source of information appeared in her heart. She understood the arrangements of the Five Xiang's immediately. This is a public grotto heaven. The heaven surveying Five Xiang's had once donated a portion of their grotto heavens, each to form this place. The entire grotto heaven has 5 segments. They are not directly connected to each other. Only the most central mountain range is shared among the 5. The treasure of this bet is at the center of the grotto heaven. As long as a Gu immortal is acknowledged by the gatehouse and is teleported inside here, they can go after the treasure. Along the way, the heaven surveying Five Xiang's have also set up some resources. Stronger experts can try to take them away, but it is recommended that they do not take everything, so as to allow the resources to grow again in the future. Bai Ningbing looked towards Fang Yuan, hesitating for a moment before deciding to inform him, but Fang Yuan looked ahead as he waved his hand. I've already gotten the information, no need to tell me. Bai Ningbing nodded as she stopped talking. In the previous life, Fang Yuan faced a hurdle at the gatehouse. Not only was familiar face seen through, causing him to be pushed outside, he even had to use the light of wisdom to deduce a killer move that succeeded in allowing him to enter the Five Xiang's grotto heaven under disguise. After entering Five Xiang's grotto heaven, the information was not provided to him. He had only learned about it after Bai Ningbing told him. But this time, after Fang Yuan's modifications and deductions, he conceptualized an immortal killer move that could not only be used on himself, but also other people. So now, once he stepped into Five Xiang's grotto heaven, the information immediately appeared in his mind, telling him of the situation. Let's go to the peak at the center. Fang Yuan and Bai Ningbing traveled together. In the previous life, he had to rush against time because Qi Clan's Gu immortals were also here. He needed to compete with them over heaven form. But now, Fang Yuan chose to act in advance and kick his competitors out of the competition. This entire Five Xiang's grotto heaven was his. Even though the situation was calm now and he could relax and collect resources along the way, slowly taking it down, Fang Yuan knew that at the center of the mountain range, the immortal Gu house that contained heaven form might seem rough, but it was the control area of this grotto heaven. Once he gains control over the immortal Gu house, it would help with the movement of resources later on. While flying, Bai Ningbing was shocked to realize that 5 Xiang's Grotto Heaven had a lot of resource points. Ice Mirror Snow Lotus, 100 Years Profound Ice, 1,000 Years Profound Ice, Mystical Frost Water, Heaven Craft Divine Jade, Jade Frost Antelopes, even. Though there are no large or giant resource points, and all of these are just small or mid-sized ones, these resource points are so closely packed and each have a huge amount stored up. Since this place only opens up once 100 years, it has naturally accumulated many resources. Bai Ningbing felt envious internally. There was no question about it. These resources would all end up in Fang Yuan's sovereign immortal aperture. If she obtained them, she could expand her foundation rapidly. Her assets would increase by multiple times. She would become rich instantly. But for Fang Yuan, this was just icing on the cake. The journey was very smooth. Fang and Bai safely arrived at the central mountain range to end the previous life. Qi Clan's Gu immortals made arrangements here and created a beast tide. They lured 2 immemorial desolate beasts to stop Fang and Bai, obstructing them and creating trouble for their advancement. But now, they were all captured in advance. Trapped inside myriad-year flying warship, they were already unable to decide their own life and death. There was nothing special about the immortal Gu House Palace at the top of the mountain range. Fang Yuan lost his interest quickly in front of the palace. There were many Gu immortals gathered already. They were all Fang Yuan's subordinates. They had entered before him. After paying respects to Fang Yuan, the Gu immortals reported what they saw along the way. Fang Yuan looked around. There was no surprise or anything amiss. He nodded as he led the immortals into the hall. Heaven form was at the center of this hall. It was shaped like a one-legged white crane. It was covered in pure snow-white feathers that had no dust or dirt on it. Its long beak was red in color. It was craning its neck and hanging its head. Its wings were tucked in as its eyes were shut tight, as if it was sleeping. Rank 9 aura. Bing Yuan and the rest gasped and breathed in deeply as surprise and joy showed on their faces. Fang Yuan led the immortals as they sat around the heaven form flying crane, instilling their wills into it. The gatehouse was the bloodline inspector for the 5 Xiangs, but they did not do anything to this heaven form killer move. Thus, anyone could instill their will into it. All sorts of wills gushed in as they obtained the information left by thieving heaven demon Venerable the moment they entered. Thieving heaven demon Venerable told them that he had once found a natural heavenly spirit in immemorial white heaven. After spending a lot of effort, he captured it, but found that heaven form held deep mysteries. He could not refine it immediately even with his great strength. Thus, he designed the killer move heaven form and left this half-inheritance to a lucky person in the future. After the 5 Xiangs found this inheritance, they did not back off. The ancient bet was thus created. The immortals understood the origin of this killer move. They gasped and sighed in admiration. Fang Yuan had heard this in his previous life. He felt no emotions, but he gained a new understanding of the existence of heaven form. Thieving heaven demon Venerable has killer moves like ghostly concealment, divine concealment, heaven form, and others. They are able to exist indefinitely and would not break apart. In my previous life, I thought that this was the style of thieving heaven demon Venerable, but after the battle of Fate Gu's restoration, I noticed that all the immortal and demon Venerables had similar methods. This was true for Giant Sun Immortal Venerable, Primordial Origin Immortal Venerable, and Limitless Demon Venerable. These killer moves and methods all have vast power. They are able to exist for a long time. Normally, they stay hidden without making any waves, but once they are used, the effects are simply shocking. If only 1 or 2 Venerables have such methods, that could be considered their specialty. But if all the Venerables were like this, then it is not something regarding a path or a person, it is about attainment level. Every Venerable had Supreme Grandmaster attainment level. This was a publicly recognized fact. Then this means Master attainment level generates intuition. Grandmaster attainment level allows mimicking of other paths. Great Grandmaster attainment level allows the use of natural Dao marks. Supreme Grandmaster attainment level allows killer moves to last indefinitely and operate on their own. Fang Yuan's thoughts moved quickly. Even though he was just guessing, He felt like his hypothesis was likely to be true, even though there was no description of this in the true inheritance that he obtained. With Fang Yuan having two paths at quasi-supreme attainment, he had the ability to take a peek at the heights of a supreme grandmaster. Hours later, Fang Yuan successfully took down the last bit of heaven's will inside heaven form. This lump of heaven's will had used a tactic of showing weakness in the previous life to deceive the Qi clan Gu immortals. They suffered a huge loss while Fang Yuan benefited from it overall. This time, Fang Yuan controlled even more wills here. He exterminated this stubborn heaven's will. Unexpected mishaps happened during this process, in the previous life. Fang Yuan was afraid that Bai Ningbing would betray him. But this time, he had more subordinates here. Those variant human Gu immortals were very loyal to Fang Yuan. This was Fang Yuan's leadership talent. He was skilled at politics. After defeating Heavenly Court multiple times, his personal charm and grand aura surged overwhelmingly. He did not need to use any enslavement path methods to achieve this. The variant human Gu immortals were very obedient, while Shadow Sects immortals did not dare to defy Fang Yuan. Even though they were just refining heaven form and had to exterminate the remaining heaven's will, there was also a large number of sturdy Gu immortal wills that were inside the killer move. These wills were accumulated in the last thousands of years by the wills of the descendants of the five Xiangs. Without exterminating these wills, Fang Yuan would not be able to use heaven form. Thankfully, Fang Yuan was prepared for it. He modified several killer moves, including the one that used Wisdom Sword Immortal Gu as the core, which had become his main method here. In my previous life, I used Wisdom Sword Immortal Gu alone. The effect was ordinary. Now that I have a killer move, I will gain control of heaven form rapidly. Fang Yuan stored away heaven form, but he did not keep the immortal Gu house. He directed the Gu immortals to control the immortal Gu house and relocate all of the resources here. 5 Xiang's grotto heaven had once devoured a 9 heavens fragment. It no longer faced any calamities and tribulations, but Fang Yuan could also not annex it now. After making the arrangements, Fang Yuan led the remaining immortals out of the grotto heaven. They went towards the direction of Qi Si grotto heaven. Within Qi Si grotto heaven, there was a rank 6 Qi clan Gu immortal guarding it. But even the first Supreme Elder, second Supreme Elder, and third Supreme Elder had surrendered. This Qi clan Gu immortal became stunned before he let Fang Yuan inside. After the Qi clan Gu immortals saw Fang Yuan's heaven form killer move, they no longer had hope. Their expressions turned pale. In the previous life, Fang Yuan ordered Bai Ningbing to attack Qi Si grotto heaven. She was even attacked by unlimited Qi Si. But this time, the heavenly spirit in Qi Si grotto heaven had not woken up yet. It was still sleeping. Lord Fang Yuan, how do you want us to move these resources? The variant human Gu immortals asked. Qi clan's Gu immortals looked at each other, as someone said anxiously, "We are willing to defend this place for Lord Fang Yuan." Fang Yuan laughed heartily. "No need. Watch as I annex it." His Qi path attainment level was Grandmaster long ago. After the second battle in the River of Time, he repaired myriad-year flying battleship and entered the River of Time. He captured his required immemorial year beast. In this long process of searching, he stayed inside the ship as he explored dream realms, letting his subordinates handle the matters outside. He only took action when it was time to fight. Thus, he saved a lot of time. He could succeed in many dream realm explorations. Fang Yuan's attainment level in many paths had risen, especially Qi path. It rose to Great Grandmaster. With this attainment level, he could annex Qi Si grotto heaven. During the process of annexing, the heavenly spirit of Qi Si heavenly spirit was rudely awakened. But Fang Yuan was prepared and quickly suppressed it. The heavenly spirit scolded the Qi clan descendants for being unfilial. While Qi clan's Gu immortals had defeated expressions, they were in deep despair. Eventually, they watched as their homeland was devoured by Fang Yuan, fused into the sovereign immortal aperture. He gained a vast amount of Qi path resources that could not be calculated at the moment. His greatest gain was unlimited Qi Si. This killer move was the trump card of Qi Si grotto heaven. It was the key that allowed them to defend against tribulations. Unlimited Qi Si used rank 8 immortal Gu Big Qi, rank 7 immortal Gu Big Family Qi, and others. There were countless Qi path immortal materials, like metal Qi, water Qi, fire Qi, and others, and also special ones. Like luck Qi, divine Qi, there was a variety of different types of Qi in the previous life. Fang Yuan dismantled this killer move, but now that he had great grandmaster attainment level in Qi path, his foundation was deep enough, he decided not to destroy it. And worth mentioning was that Qi Si Grotto Heaven gave Fang Yuan 1,000,000 Qi path down marks. Fang Yuan's Qi path foundation grew immensely. It was truly reaching the heavens in one step.